What makes a video game character truly iconic? Their unmistakable silhouette? Their unforgettable catchphrase? Or is it their ability to transcend the screen and become a part of global pop culture? Well, today I'm going to be opening up a can of worms. It's a battle that has wrought on for decades, and that is which gaming mascot is truly the most iconic of all time, Mario or Sonic? On one side we have the mascot for Nintendo, and that is Mario. The lovable plumber has been a cornerstone of gaming since the 80s, captivating generations with his charm, heroics, and timeless platforming adventures. On the other side we have Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's speedy blue blur, who took the world by storm in the 90s with his attitude, striking design, and groundbreaking gameplay. These two gaming giants defined their respective eras. They battled fiercely during the console wars and remain as beloved as ever today. But when it comes to the ultimate mascot showdown, who truly deserves a crown? Well, in order to avoid partiality in my judgment, I've come up with a criteria that we can use to measure success objectively. We're going to be judging each character across multiple categories. They are global recognition, cultural impact, adaptability and longevity, and legacy. At the end of the video, we will finally put this battle to rest and decide who is the best. So who do you think will come out on top? Drop your predictions in the comments. Hit that like button and stay tuned because this is a showdown you won't want to miss. When it comes to iconic gaming mascots, few can rival the sheer energy and impact of Sonic the Hedgehog. Created by SEGA in 1991, Sonic sped onto the scene with a mission: to challenge Mario and establish SEGA as a major player in the console wars. With his striking blue fur, red sneakers, and unmatched speed, Sonic became a symbol of youthful energy and modernity, representing a bold alternative to the more traditional Mario. Sonic wasn't just fast, he had attitude. Designed to capture the spirit of the 90s, he was marketed as the ultimate cool character, complete with a smirk and a dose of swagger. Sonic quickly became the face of SEGA, carrying the brand through its most competitive years and cementing his place as one of gaming's most recognizable figures. But how does Sonic stack up in the battle for the most iconic gaming mascot of all time? Well, we're about to find out. Global recognition. When discussing global recognition, Sonic the Hedgehog stands out as one of the most iconic characters in video game history. From his debut in 1991, Sonic became a household name almost overnight, driven by Sega's ambitious marketing strategy that aimed to make him the face of their brand. Sonic's launch was timed to directly compete with Nintendo's Mario, and it worked. By the mid-90s, Sonic was as synonymous with gaming as Mario himself, particularly in North America and Europe, where Sega's consoles gained significant traction. The original Sonic the Hedgehog game sold millions of copies worldwide and became the best-selling title on the Sega Genesis Mega Drive, cementing Sonic's status as a global superstar. The momentum continued with sequels like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, which dominated sales charts in the early 90s. Sonic even broke through in regions where Sega historically struggled, including parts of Asia and South America, showcasing his broad appeal. Sonic's global recognition has endured for over 3 decades, aided by his continued presence in gaming and beyond. Today, his games have collectively shifted over 1.7 billion units, including mobile downloads, further highlighting his massive reach. Sonic's popularity was also reignited with the success of the Sonic the Hedgehog live-action film series. The 3 Sonic movies that were released all rank in the top 10 of highest-grossing video game films of all time, and they played a crucial role in introducing the character to a new generation, particularly in Western markets. Even with some ups and downs in the quality of his games, Sonic remains one of the most recognized video game characters in the world. His ability to stay relevant across generations, particularly in competitive markets, underscores his place as a global icon. For global recognition, Sonic scores a 9 out of 10. Cultural impact. Sonic the Hedgehog has left an indelible mark on pop culture, becoming a symbol of the 90s and beyond. His influence is evident in multiple entertainment mediums, from animated television shows to blockbuster movies. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Sat AM introduced the character to a global audience in the early 90s, solidifying his personality and expanding his appeal beyond gaming. Subsequent series like Sonic X and Sonic Prime ensured that Sonic stayed relevant, captivating new generations with his high-energy adventures and memorable supporting cast. In cinema, as already mentioned, Sonic achieved newfound popularity with the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog films. These films modernized Sonic's image while honoring his legacy, revitalizing interest in the franchise and introducing the character to millions of new fans. And Sonic's music also deserves recognition for its cultural impact. The Green Hill Zone theme is a hallmark of video game soundtracks, instantly recognizable even to those who haven't played the games. The soundtracks from titles like Sonic Adventure have gained a devoted fanbase, with songs like Open Your Heart and Live and Learn achieving cult status in gaming communities. Merchandise and brand partnerships have further extended Sonic's influence. From toys and clothing to fast food promotions and comic books, Sonic has been a staple of pop culture for decades. The long-running Sonic the Hedgehog comic series by Archie Comics became one of the most enduring video-based comics running for over 20 years. In the broader gaming industry, Sonic inspired a wave of mascot-driven branding in the 90s, pushing developers to create characters with strong identities to compete in a rapidly growing market. His emphasis on speed and edgy personality helped shape how gaming characters could appeal to broader audiences, particularly teenagers. Sonic's influence spans multiple generations and entertainment mediums, cementing his place as one of the most impactful characters in gaming history. Sonic's score for cultural impact is 9 out of 10. Adaptability and longevity. When we discuss the adaptability and longevity of a character, we're looking at how well they've maintained their popularity and recognition over time, while evolving with cultural shifts, yet staying true to the core elements that define their identity. Sonic the Hedgehog has had a tumultuous journey when it comes to adaptability and longevity. While the Blue Blur burst onto the scene in 1991 with a groundbreaking debut, his journey has been marked with both incredible highs and notable lows. In his prime, Sonic embodied the cutting edge of gaming during the 16-bit era, with titles like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic and Knuckles cementing his status as a household name. However, as the gaming industry evolved into the 3D era, Sonic faced challenges in adapting. Titles such as Sonic Adventure showcased early promise, but inconsistent quality in later games caused his reputation to waver. Although Sonic's popularity took a dip, even at its lowest point, the franchise still remained a juggernaut. Standout titles like Sonic Generations and Sonic Mania demonstrated that the character could still captivate audiences by striking a balance between honouring his origins and embracing modern sensibilities. These games prove that Sonic's essence, speed, attitude, and vibrant imaginative worlds still resonated when executed with care. Sonic's adaptability extends beyond gameplay mechanics. Over the decades, SEGA has expanded his reach into spin-offs and innovative formats, from the success of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed to the experimental open-world approach of Sonic Frontiers. While not all of these ventures were flawless, they showcased SEGA's determination to keep the franchise fresh and relevant, ensuring Sonic remained a recognizable and beloved figure in gaming culture. Despite facing periods of stagnation, Sonic's ability to evolve with the times while retaining his core identity is a testament to his enduring appeal. Few characters have navigated such a roller coaster of success and setbacks while remaining a cornerstone of the gaming industry, but Sonic has always found a way to bounce back, reminding fans why he became an icon in the first place. For adaptability and longevity, Sonic earns a respectable 8 out of 10. Legacy. Sonic the Hedgehog's legacy is one of enduring influence and unwavering fan loyalty. From redefining platforming games with his speed and style to becoming SEGA's most iconic mascot, Sonic's impact on gaming and pop culture is undeniable. Even during his franchise's low points, Sonic remained a household name, a testament to his lasting appeal. His influence goes beyond games, inspiring comics, cartoons, and movies that have connected with audiences for decades. Perhaps most impressively, Sonic's legacy is upheld by one of the most passionate fan bases in gaming, ensuring his relevance for generations to come. For legacy, Sonic earns a 9 out of 10. So how did Sonic do overall? Well, when all factors are considered and taking into account the criteria we've used to measure objective success, Sonic scores an extremely impressive 35 out of 40. That's going to be a very hard score to beat. How do you think Mario is going to stack up? Well, let's find out. As soon as the conversation around the best gaming mascot begins, it doesn't take long before Mario's name is thrown out there. Created by Shigeru Miyamoto and introduced to the world by Nintendo in 1985 with Super Mario Bros., Mario didn't just help shape an era of gaming, he defined it. With his iconic red hat, blue overalls, and trademark mustache, Mario became the face of Nintendo and a symbol of the entire gaming industry. As the official mascot of Nintendo, Mario's adventures have spanned decades, evolving with technology while always maintaining that timeless charm. Whether he's jumping through pipes, racing go-karts, or competing in sports, Mario's influence has reached far beyond the games themselves, making him a household name around the world. Now, in the showdown against Sonic, we'll see if Mario's decades-long legacy can outpace the competition. Let's dive into how he stacks up across the 4 categories, starting with his global recognition. You know, I've always maintained that if you can recognize a character based solely on their silhouette, then there's a good chance that you have an iconic character on your hands. And Mario is no exception, having one of the most widely recognizable silhouettes in the world. His face is known by millions, and not just among gamers, but across all walks of life. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the heart of New York City, Mario's unmistakable silhouette has become synonymous with video games themselves. Mario's success as a global icon started early with Super Mario Bros., a game that became a phenomenon across the world. The Super Mario franchise has sold over 830 million copies worldwide, making it one of the best-selling video game franchises of all time. This kind of widespread popularity has made Mario one of the most iconic figures in pop culture, transcending the gaming world and entering the mainstream. His image has been featured on everything from t-shirts and toys to lunchboxes and even cereal boxes. The character has appeared in parades, at theme parks, and in countless pieces of merchandise, further cementing his position as a global symbol. Mario has managed to stay in the public eye for decades, becoming a universal figure recognized by people of all ages and backgrounds. His appeal isn't limited to any specific region or demographic. He's truly a global phenomenon. For global recognition, Mario gets a perfect 10 out of 10. Cultural impact. Mario's influence extends far beyond the world of video games, making a significant mark on both the gaming industry and popular culture at large. Within gaming, Mario was a pioneer in introducing and popularizing the platforming genre, which shaped countless titles to follow. His games, especially Super Mario Bros., helped establish key gameplay mechanics like jumping on enemies, collecting power-ups, and navigating side-scrolling levels. These are all still staples in gaming today. Mario's ability to evolve with technology while maintaining his signature gameplay style has kept him relevant across generations of gamers. Outside of gaming, Mario became a cultural phenomenon. His first leap into pop culture came with his appearance in the 1980s animated series The Super Mario Bros. Super Show, where he and his brother Luigi became household names. Mario's influence further expanded in other forms of entertainment with the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, making an early, albeit controversial attempt to bring the character to the big screen. In more recent years, Mario returned to film with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which saw massive box office success, further solidifying his place in mainstream entertainment. Mario's presence has extended to theme parks as well, with the creation of Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan and plans for expansion in other locations. These parks bring Mario's world to life, immersing visitors in an interactive, high-energy experience, making him a cornerstone of global theme park culture. On top of all this, Mario has had a notable influence on music. The theme song from Super Mario Bros., composed by Koji Kondo, is one of the most recognizable video game tunes of all time, often referenced in popular media and even performed in concert halls across the world. Whether it's appearing in movies, inspiring music, or being a central figure in gaming's evolution, Mario has firmly planted himself in the heart of entertainment. For cultural impact, Mario earns a 9 out of 10. Adaptability and longevity. Mario's adaptability and longevity are key factors in why he remains one of the most iconic video game characters of all time. Since his debut in 1985, Mario has seamlessly evolved with the times, embracing new gameplay mechanics, technology, and cultural trends without losing the core elements that make him who he is. From his humble 8-bit beginnings in Super Mario Bros. To the 3D adventures of Super Mario 64, Mario has continuously adapted, keeping his gameplay fresh while staying true to the fun, accessible platforming that defines his character. Over the decades, Mario has ventured into a wide variety of genres, from racing in Mario Kart to sports in Mario Sports, and even taking on RPG elements in Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario. This versatility has ensured his continued relevance, appealing to both new audiences and longtime fans alike. His games have evolved with each console generation, from the pixelated 2D platformers of the 80s to the expansive open world of modern Mario titles like Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. What truly sets Mario apart though is his ability to remain a beloved figure across generations. Parents who grew up with Mario now introduce their children to his adventures, creating a multi-generational fan base. This is reinforced by Mario's consistent appearance in highly successful new titles, such as Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Odyssey, which consistently receive praise for pushing the boundaries of gaming while retaining the character's charm and accessibility, a balance that is very difficult to achieve. Mario's presence has also continued on newer platforms, ensuring his adaptability to the evolving world of gaming, from mobile games like Super Mario Run to his integration in augmented reality with Super Mario Kart Tour. Mario has embraced new ways to engage audiences while never losing sight of what makes him special. title. With a history spanning more than 35 years, Mario's endurance is unmatched. He remains a symbol of Nintendo's legacy, continually adapting to the latest trends while maintaining his position as the face of gaming. For adaptability and longevity, Mario earns a perfect 10 out of 10. Legacy. Mario's legacy stands as a defining mark in the history of video games. You could argue that Nintendo wouldn't have gone on to achieve the incredible success it did had it not been for Mario as their mascot. He helped shape the gaming landscape, becoming synonymous with the medium itself. Mario didn't just appear in groundbreaking titles, his games set industry standards for game design, innovation, and storytelling. Super Mario Bros. Revolutionized platformers, and Super Mario 64 redefined 3D gaming, influencing countless titles that followed. More than just a character, Mario represents the enduring power of simplicity and accessibility in gaming, something that I am personally a massive proponent of. His games have continually evolved, yet they maintain the same core appeal, making him a constant presence across generations. Mario's impact on gaming is undeniable, and his continued success solidifies his place as one of the most influential figures in entertainment history. His lasting influence on the gaming industry, along with his status as a cultural icon and symbol of Nintendo, sets him apart as a foundational figure whose impact has stood the test of time. For his legacy, Mario earns a 10 out of 10. So, when all categories are totaled, Mario's overall score is an outstanding 39 out of 40, making him the winner and official champion of the most iconic video game mascot. This battle was incredibly close, with only a few points separating the two in the end. There's no denying why this rivalry has lasted for decades. Both of these characters are iconic in their own right. While I've aimed to provide an objective score, ultimately the question of who's more iconic is subjective. Mario may have higher rated games, more sales, and a bigger cultural impact, but for some of you, Sonic might hold that title. And that's the beauty of gaming, there's no wrong answer. You don't need a mountain of data to back up your preference. If you simply prefer Sonic, then for you, he's the most iconic, and that's awesome. And that's a wrap up on the battle for the most iconic video game mascot. But what do you think? Do you agree with the scores, or do you think I've missed something? I am only a squid after all. Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you've got another rivalry or battle you want to see next, drop your suggestions too. I'd love to hear who you think should face off. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next video. I'm Dan Dana Squids, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.